So I told her to shoot me a Facebook message later and we could talk about it. Anyone familiar with MLMs knows what's coming next. I was prepared to pay a bit of a markup, but the prices were insane. Kara wanted close to $30 for something I could get for $5 on Amazon. So I thanked her for reaching out and told her the oils were way out of my price range. Kara tried to tell me how her oils were more pure than mine and how they have healing powers. I told her I just go to the doctor when I'm sick and don't need the oils for anything other than making the room smell nicer. Then she got a bit nasty, told me I'm poisoning myself with my cheap oils, and said I wasn't smart enough to see the opportunity she was presenting. Basic MLM stuff, and I barely know Kara, so I didn't care. The issue is this text I got from Katie yesterday. She said it was really rude of me to lead Kara on and make her think I was going to buy something, and that she didn't think I was the kind of person who'd buy from a faceless corporation over supporting a friend who owns her own business. She said I didn't need to start buying all my oils from Kara, but it was downright disrespectful of me to not at least try her product and see if it was better. I honestly stared at my phone for a straight minute after I read that message. But I finally sent the following reply. I didn't waste Kara's time by hearing her sales pitch. I was legitimately interested in her product until she mentioned it was 6 times what I normally pay. Any legitimate businessperson would understand how important pricing is to people and would be smart enough not to back a company that charges that kind of markup. Personally, I think it's a bit of a stretch to call Kara a business owner. I think an actual business owner would know better than to insult a potential client after they chose not to buy anything. And they certainly wouldn't turn around and trash that potential client to mutual friends, as Kara clearly did with you. It's been over a day, and Katie still hasn't texted me back. She's obviously acting like a jerk, but she really is a good friend, and I don't want this to end our friendship. Should I reach out? What should I say? Commenter. Friends don't guilt their other friends into buying overpriced items from them and then get mad when they can't afford it. She was also pretty mean and personal about your choices. Friendship shouldn't be conditional on that kind of support. It's supposed to be about emotional support, not financial. If they can't accept that, they aren't really your friend, and it sounds like they've been brainwashed by MLM. I would smooth things over by calling her up or keeping the conversation going because, at some point, you have to move on. Update 3 days later. This isn't the update I wanted to be writing. A lot of you made correct predictions the other day. Katie is absolutely in Kara's downline. She just started making Facebook posts about the essential oils she's selling. I think this is probably the final nail in the coffin of our friendship, which I'm sure sounds dramatic, but hear me out. Katie and I have been friends since high school, but the main thing that held us together all these years was being burnouts. Neither of us went to college, both of us just got crappy jobs out of high school and did nothing productive. When I was 22, I decided I was sick of making $12 an hour, so I went back to school. After 3 years of busting my back, taking credit overloads, and doing evening classes after summer internships, I recently graduated with a computer science degree and got a coding job with a top 10 tech company. While I was in school, I had a difficult time making friends, probably because I was older than everyone else, and I clung very hard to my high school friends like Katie. My friendship with her was definitely strained, though. She seemed to think that me bettering myself meant I looked down on her. Things started getting really difficult when I began landing high-paying internships. It got worse when I secured an extremely well-paying job right out of college, and she saw the kind of apartment I was able to afford. Katie lives in a very small apartment with a roommate. She would talk about how school had changed me for the worse and how I thought I was better than her. Some of it was just her projecting insecurity, but some of it was probably also due to tactless behavior on my part. The truth of the matter is that I do think Katie is capable of being better, and it frustrates me that she'd prefer to buy into a pyramid scheme rather than get an education. Her parents still have her college fund and have told her she's welcome to it. It's something like $100,000, way more than she'd need for 2 years at a community college and 2 years at a state school, if she chooses to go back. But I guess she'd rather get rich quick hawking essential oils. Anyway, it's pretty obvious that Kara is Katie's mentor now. And after the smackdown I laid on Kara about what a bad businesswoman she was, and how essential oils are stupid, I'm guessing Katie is probably done with me. To her, it probably just seems like yet another example of me looking down on her. I appreciated what a lot of you said, about how friendship shouldn't be predicated on buying things. But I think I also just need to accept that we've outgrown each other, and this would have happened soon whether she got into essential oils or not. I'm still sad, though.